Also, another Drake topic that happened over the weekend, Ebro, during his Apple Music show, music review, Apple review that they do every single week, he said this about Drake. I'll play it right here off my phone.
I'm not even talking about certain people. I'm talking about Drake. I'm not talking about people who are fans. I'm talking about studied craftsmen who are great at contributing and understand what this hip hop shit has been since its
conception.
Yes. Like, I'm not just talking about rando fans on the internet, bro. Listen, a lot of these fans and a lot of people on the internet, y'all don't even love hip hop like that. You're just fans of an individual. We are having hip hop conversation about something that has literally saved our lives, put food on people's plates, and is a culture that has been an inclusive culture of all different types of ideas and music and expression and all of these things for fucking 50 years, man, or plus. Right. Like, we're talking about something that we love and care about. I'm not just talking about comments and fans and fucking trolls and all this other bots and all this other stupid ass shit. We're talking about fucking, and even during the whole rollout. Yeah. And I hate going back to the beef, but guess who keeps bringing the fucking beef up? Who said we wasn't gonna be talking about this summer? But guess what the fuck we're talking about, man? So we're not supposed to bring that up either? We're just supposed to ignore. Right. We're supposed to act like these things don't happen because you're popular? Come on, man, that's whack, B.
So he was talking about Drake, and to be honest, a lot of times when Ebro discusses Drake, I disagree with Ebro. There feels like there's a slight bias towards Kendrick Lamar for some reason when Ebro discusses Drake. I don't know if something happened between them personally behind the scenes or something. I have no idea, but that's just my opinion from what I've noticed. Drake is still bringing up the beef, yes, but so is everyone else. Pusha T is still dissing Drake. Kendrick Lamar's tour has brand new skits dedicated to the beef. He still is like LeBron James is dancing with his wife to Not Like Us. Like, everyone is bringing up the beef, so it can't be like, oh, it's only Drake doing it. Like, he makes it seem like it's like a Drake thing only. Like, I don't know. Okay, Boss from Dreamville. Shout out to Ebro though. I do fuck with Ebro. Ebro is a legend, whether we want to admit it or not. Ebro's done a lot. Boss left a comment from Dreamville artist, J. Cole's artist, left a comment saying, "My 2 cents, Ebro. Drake is among the most, if not the most, inclusive of artists our culture has put forth, pushed countless rappers to the forefront, dancehall artists, Afrobeats artists, R&B artists, reggaeton, older artists, newer artists, etc. I don't get this culture narrative that's persisted since the battle. If it's the Canada thing, Toronto 1 hour flight from New York, I'd argue their culture and ethnic makeup is more kin to New York than pretty much any city in the States. NYC, Toronto, London are a I don't know that word. Shout out to Boss. He's more smarter than me. Culturally, surely it's not about his pen. He's arguably the greatest writer of a generation. So what is it, right? And then Boss said, I said arguably, Kendrick Lamar is a part of that argument, as is J. Cole. People will have their preferences between the three. Music is subjective. Now, Boss's take made the internet go crazy because people like Boss is saying that Drake is the greatest writer of this generation of all time. He didn't say that. He said that Drake is arguably the greatest generation, the greatest songwriter of a generation. It's very arguable. It's very arguable because people are going to think that and say that when Drake has more hits than any artist of all time. Like, if you're breaking Michael Jackson records, like, people are going to be like, damn, this guy has to be a great songwriter. Okay, he did have ghostwriters. He wrote most of his hits. If he has 350-something hits, you're telling me ghostwriters wrote 300 of them? You're telling me ghostwriters wrote... Like, what are you guys talking about?
I think
the songs that got exposed and revealed were probably... What? Like, that got exposed as like, oh, the full song wasn't Drake at all. Like... He had the ghostwriter. That was the Quentin Miller's project. It was probably what? Out of how many of those were hits? Maybe what, 4 or 5? Like,
Nah, he did. If
or is
you
it
read
less? Is it more than that?
I'm gonna
like
be
how
real with
many
you.
hits?
All right,
did
this is where I
Quentin
gotta
Miller
push back.
write?
This is where I gotta push back, Vic. This is where I have to push back.
They say Vic always protecting Drake.
I'm not gonna protect Drake here. If you're reading this and it's too late, it was a Quentin Miller project. He wrote a lot of those
But
songs.
Quentin Miller wrote the entire project.
No, he wrote "Know Yourself." I think he has credits on "Energy." There's a few of the major ones,
But what does that
and
have
that's
to do?
one of Drake's biggest albums.
But what does that have to do with the argument? Songwriters collaborate
Oh,
with
no.
other songwriters.
Vic-
We're not saying that Drake is the greatest rapper, the greatest lyricist. Niggas is arguing whether he's a great songwriter or not.
I think that's the
Look up the
problem.
greatest songwriters of all time. These white older people. Look them up according to Google. They've worked with other songwriters. Like
You're right.
this is not, oh, he's a pop star. Someone came at me, oh, he's a pop star. He uses ghostwriters. Pop stars are great ghostwriters. Beyonce has written hits. SZA has written hits. Nicki Minaj has written hits. Like, that's why they're so big. They collaborate with people.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
like to say, like, we're not arguing that he's the best lyricist or not the best lyricist. Like, he's not hip hop. That's a different discussion. To argue if he's one of the greatest songwriters of all time and say, oh, he can't be because he used ghostwriters, doesn't make any sense, because actual songwriters use other songwriters. There's songwriting camps that some of your favorite R&B acts of all time get together and literally camps. I know some of them. I've been invited to some of them. They get together, literally, these fucking label heads and shit put together writers in a room to come up with what? Hits. The greatest hits, some of the biggest hits. That's what Drake was doing in a collaborative effort. I think Drake is a dumbass for not acknowledging the Quentin Miller collaboration. He let fans make it something that he says is not. Because he says that, oh no, it was like aiding and helping him, right? Even Quentin Miller's admitted to that. Like, it's not like nigga wrote every single word for him completely. It's like it was a collaborative effort. But fans made it seem like, oh, Quentin Miller is actually Drake, right?
Yeah.
And then what happens there, Drake disconnects and doesn't fuck with Quentin Miller ever again. Stupid. Acknowledge it. Fuck, like, don't blackball. It's almost like they blackballed Quentin Miller. Like, it's insane what they've done with Quentin Miller. Like, it's disgusting. But people have worked with him. Pusha T has worked with Quentin Miller. These people have worked with him and tried to help him, etc. But Quentin Miller's been through so much, right? The Meek Mill situation, right? His injury, the Quentin Miller injury, all that
Car
shit was
accident that
the
took his
car.
life.
Like, it's insane what Quentin Miller's gone through. But I think people take that and make it something that is not. Like, and I'm also not saying that Drake's the greatest writer of all time, but let's not make it a hot take when it's not a hot take. You guys want to use the beef and you want to clown Drake because everyone's clowning Drake, and it becomes like a crowd. What's it called when people have the same opinion?
It's,
When people just follow the fucking crowd. What the fuck is that
hold
term?
on, I literally teach this.
Jesus Christ.
It's
There's a term for that shit, bro.
Groupie?
Groupthink.
No,
Groupthink.
groupthink.
When people
Groupthink.
groupthink, you
Yeah,
guys are just
groupthink.
group thinking.
or herd mentality.
Yeah, like why is it shocking for someone to say that about Drake? Because of the ghostwriter. Look up how many hits Drake has, guys. Did Quentin Miller write all of Drake's hits? Also, we acting like what Quentin Miller did, etc., was Drake's best music of all time. Like, Drake had hits before that, has hits had after that, and Drake's used other writers aside from Quentin Miller. Like, he's used writers. Like, this is the thing. And it confuses me now because I feel like Drake might never want to use a writer now. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what's his mindset. Like, does he even
Always
not?
fucked if he doesn't.
Because you want to get the hit still.
No, it's because it'll be the Kanye effect. Well, the moment Kanye lost all his writers, he turned to shit. Yo, I don't understand what y'all issue is here, bro. Because when I always think back to all the shit that's been written, 30 hours. You may correct me here. If it's not 30 hours, there's another song on that album. It's 2 other ones. It might be Father Stretch Your Hand. Drake wrote them.
Bro, didn't Kanye West say that verbatim? Kanye West, I think
Yeah.
Kanye West said that shit verbatim one time. I'm pretty sure Kanye West said something along the lines. Literally, Kanye was like, if I need a hit or if I want a hit,
I'm going to Drake.
I'm going to Drake to write the hit.
Yo,
DJ Khaled
said the same thing.
said the same thing.
Because you know what it is?
Beyonce calls Drake to make hits. Like, we gotta stop it as if like we wanna push someone down, like I said on Twitter and it went viral, the beef gave people amnesia. Like, you want to rewrite history.
It's not amnesia.
It's amnesia because people are forgetting shit.
They don't know how music works.
Or maybe because it's a younger generation that's like these bots and these fake accounts is really just like a younger generation hiding behind anonymous accounts saying these opinions. But it's okay to like Drake. It's okay to like Kendrick. It's okay to like all these people at the same time. We don't have to like shit on everything that they do. Like, it's insane to me. And I think at Ebro, I feel like Ebro knows what he's doing though too. I feel like he moves intentional.
Bro,
He doesn't give a fuck. Like, he knows how to poke bears and shit. Like, it's whatever with Ebro.
Ebro gave Lauryn Hill, greatest album of all time. She stole half of it. There's a whole story about it.
About her stealing the album?
Yeah, it was like written by the band group, and like she just took it and ran with it. What the fuck are we talking about? Ebro knows the story. Bro, Ebro had been defending Drake back in 2022. I know what Ebro's doing. You're absolutely right. He's playing the game. He's playing social media. Also, it's very funny that he's saying Drake is in hip hop for his upbringing and his nationality. Ebro's half Jewish. He has a white mother. I didn't even know that until Twitter told me. I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? It's on his Wikipedia. Bro, this shit is nauseating. You niggas have made it a trend to hate, and you're ruining music. Because Vic is right. I'm going to ask the room, how worse do you think music will be if niggas made their own songs? Because I'm a firm believer, the reason why Thug's shit is ass is because Gunna's gone. Stop playing with me. And it's for a lot of you niggas. There's some niggas that are not in the room and your shit is ass. And you quiet as fuck about it.
I think so, because people, ever since the Drake Quentin Miller situation, people are scared now to collaborate. Ooh, I don't want no one else as a songwriter credit under my credits, because people are gonna say I'm not really a real rapper.
I'm not a real rapper.
I didn't write that rap.
I don't make real music.
I didn't write that rap. My
Okay.
integrity.
Cool.
There's certain caliber artists that can only do that. Kendrick Lamar, like this, you have to be on the Kendrick Lamar level to push the needle without a writer. Jay-Z, right? Not everyone's Jay-Z. Not everyone's fucking Kendrick Lamar. It's okay if you want to collaborate with artists like Drake does, like has done, like these people do, like Nicki, it's all right. Now, for someone to fully write your record and fully verbatim, bar for bar, hook for hook, and then you just come on and deliver it fully, that's where it gets insane, right? That's where it's insane.
Yeah. That's what
There's been full hooks that have been written for Drake's. There's been full bridges. There's been full like half verses and cadences in a verse, but it hasn't been evidence of a full exact record from start to beginning. So it shows you that there's a collaborative effort. The thing is looked down upon in hip hop history, the collaborative effort, and it's like, damn, you suck creatively. You can't do it by yourself. You need help. There's power in collaboration. If Drake wants to do what he's doing, beat these records, you have to do that. You have to collaborate. Like, there's nothing wrong with the collaboration,
Bro,
right? But to a lot of people, he's not the greatest rapper, etc., lyricist, etc., because of these type of things, and that's fine. But for someone like Boss to say that Drake's arguably
the greatest writer, not rapper,
the greatest songwriter of a generation, I don't think it's a hot take. I can see how someone can think that because Drake has the most hits.
Yo, because Drake isn't writing. I mean, I think Kendrick's a better lyricist than Drake. I will die on this hill for that. I do not think Kendrick is a better writer than Drake because Kendrick cannot make an R&B song the way Drake can.
Yeah.
Writership is an encompassing concept. Bro, and it's not just Drake. Y'all coming at Drake saying, oh, he's pop because he can make R&B music. So what the fuck is Future?
Yeah.
Because who wrote Body Party? Stop playing with me, bro. Sierra's career went to hell the moment they broke up. You thought I forgot. Nigga, it was the truth. Her career turned to shit the moment they broke up. She stopped making good music. Her sexy shit was with Future. Bro, who wrote Act Up? Because it wasn't a girl.
It was Yachty.
What the fuck are we talking about? You niggas want to degrade niggas' pens and degrade niggas' like cultural standing when some of the favorite niggas you have been writing R&B and pop songs this entire time.
But that's why I also have to blame Drake, because like I said, Drake should have acknowledged Quentin Miller, acknowledged the collaboration that it was. You take that in, you develop the relationship, you platform him, make that nigga OVO, put him on your team, make it what it could have been. Instead, with the way Meek Mill exposed it and spoiled it, it ruined it all because now Drake's ego's hurt. When a man's ego gets hurt, it's one of the worst things in the world. And look at Quinn Miller's career being blackballed. It's horrible what's happening. It's horrible what's happening. But two things can be true. Let's not act like that's that hot of a take. It's not a hot take at all. It's like, and also, Drake has introduced us to so many artists. The whole More Life brought us gigs and Skepta and that whole UK scene that our friend group, like our generation, you can argue, didn't know about until Drake highlighted it to that level.
Yeah.
Drake makes something regional, national. Migos, it makes it more national. Anything Drake collaborates with. Bad Bunny was big before Drake, but that collaboration with Drake gives him that American audience. We have to stop hating. We have to actually realize that there's some truth to like the shit that this guy has done. Does not rewrite history.
And I think the big issue here is there is a fine line between being the best lyricist and being the greatest writer. You can be the greatest lyricist of your generation, which I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm looking at it right now, it's Kendrick Lamar. I'll give him the title. You do not have to be the greatest lyricist of my generation for me to call you the greatest writer. That will always be Drake because he makes hits. He gives you hooks. He transcends genres.
But if
that's
people,
just what it is. I'm sorry to
but
be
if
the bearer
people-
of bad news here.
People's only argument, I guess, also, another argument people might say, like, oh, there are songs that they prefer.
That's fine.
And that's fine. If you prefer the Kendrick Lamar, etc., or other songs, then you think like they're a better songwriter because of the songs you prefer. But if you're weighing it off of the most hits and success as a songwriter, then I can see the argument for Drake. That's what I saw. I'm like, okay, Drake has the most hits. People are gonna argue him as the greatest songwriter. I don't think Boss was like. People were like questioning Boss, like, oh, Dreamville is betraying, like, or like making it like a whole thing about the beef. Like, what
I've
is
seen
it?
that in the whole JID shit, and they're like just ramping it up. I've seen.
It's like, nah, bro. It's not that deep. It's like he is just reminding people. Also, artists are not really speaking out for Drake, etc. Right? Like people are like being quiet, which they all can do. Some of them do, but a Boss doing it, I think, is significant because it reminds people like, oh, because I think people actually appreciate Boss as an artist. Like he does good quality music. He's not huge. He's not like a Dreamville. Like he's a Dreamville OG. But he's not like, I feel like even JID is more popular than Boss right now. Like, you know, you can argue maybe Ari Lennox and JID, obviously J. Cole, have been more successful than him. Mm-hmm. Maybe, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Comment down below if I'm wrong. But Boss still has quality. And I think people appreciate him. So they're like, damn, Boss said this? And I think that's what made them be like, huh, wait a minute. But it's why you should care about his opinion, because if you know he's good at what he does, he's one of his peers. He's one of Drake's peers. He's in the industry. So, also, maybe Ebro might agree with this. Like, if you talk to Ebro might like be like, okay, I see what you're saying. For all we know, we don't know.
You think J. Cole feels the same way?
Hell yeah. I think J. Cole definitely. I think that take might be a J. Cole take.
That's why I feel like
I think that's a J. Cole take that J. Cole says around Boss
and
the
Boss
friend
repeated
group.
it.
And I think Boss repeated it.
Because I
know
found
J.
it
Cole
coincidental.
loves J. Cole loves Drake.
I found that coincidental. So you think that J. Cole right now is like, you're right, he's standing by Boss in secrecy?
I think so. I think if J. Cole's talking like as a fan, removing his ego,
Yeah.
a fan of the hip hop and music, I think J. Cole would probably say that about Drake. Like, yes. Because, bro, do you think that these people don't sit, like, all these years that Drake was number one all the time, every time he dropped, you think people were like, damn, he got another one. Damn, he got another one. He got another one. Damn, he got another one. So people are going to think, oh, this guy's the greatest artist, the greatest rapper, the greatest songwriter. These are going to be titles that get placed upon him. It's not shocking. It's not breaking news. It's not a hot take. It's like common sense. People are going to think that when you're as successful as Drake.
So the silence from the other side was very interesting to me. Do you think TDE and Kendrick agree?
About what?
His penmanship as an overall writer. Fuck rap. I mean, as an overall writer, hit maker, hook maker. Do they agree that Drake got it?
I feel like
Their silence was interesting.
no, because they don't agree with nothing Drake right now. I'm telling you right now.
But they
Even
didn't
if
even
they
bother
do-
to shit on it.
No, because I don't think like it is going to be perceived a different way because Kendrick Lamar and Drake don't fuck with each other. Kendrick Lamar said his own grandma don't fuck. If he'll cut his own grandma off if she doesn't agree, I think that's how he's really riding with. So they are really loyal to the soil. Punch did say in a recent interview, shout out to Curtis King, he did say like I fuck with Drake. I like he's a fan. Like it's known. Kendrick and Drake we're fans of each other. Maybe now they're not gonna say that publicly. So if you were to ask anyone in TD, they'll probably say right now, yeah, Boss is crazy. They'll literally probably say that.
Because my thing is this: for the people who actually listen to music, you know when Drake is writing for someone. Like you could kind of tell. It was with Lotto. When Lotto was dropping those songs, we even said it. We were like, Lotto gotta be getting written by Drake. The aesthetic that she was using, the bar she was, and the whole like 21 is dating her thing. We were like, yeah, Lotto gotta be getting written by Drake. This sounds too familiar. I'm a firm believer he wrote for SZA. Some of those songs, I listened to it back, and the fact that she even flipped one of his own songs on Travis Scott's album, Utopia, on what song is she on? I think she's on Telekinesis, or it's the other one. She literally like she's referencing back a Drake song. I'm a firm believer. She is a Drake fan. I'm a firm believer he has written for her. And this is why it gets frustrating because when you shit on someone that has such a large impact in the culture, you start looking crazy. And this happened with R. Kelly. It still happens to this day. When we shit on R. Kelly, it gets a little difficult for the older generation to do it because you shit on R. Kelly, you're removing like a lot of that discography from that generation. I watched that with Kanye West. I saw a lot of y'all shit on Kanye West. I'm like, all right, then go delete the discography. You're in trouble. And the same is happening now with Drake. Your hyper fixation with like shitting on artists and like getting rid of them and trying to invalidate them, you're going to find yourself in a position where you have no music left. Like this is where y'all are at. It's the same with Diddy. Yo, you know how many of these niggas were so stressed they had to they're thinking, damn, I gotta cancel Diddy? Nigga, that's a lot of niggas' discographies that are gone, bro. You niggas is playing dangerous games.
I'm gonna open the door for my guy. Read the comments. What they saying? Or some super chat, especially.
There is no super chats. They're arguing though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this shit over there. I'm gonna have to.
Nigga, this nigga Marloon is dying. I might rap for y'all. Because they can actually sing. Rayvon's citing Drake as one of his influences. Yeah, I seen that Jan Games. He's shown him and Lotto are definitely cool. Ray's absolutely fire. I do fuck with Ray. Unlike him. No, number one is bigger than the program Glaze. That killed R&B. J. Cole, the most neutral rapper ever. I agree. Drake just has more women fans versus other male rappers. I agree with that. That's definitely true. You know, men be horny. Bro, who cares? He got waxed in the beef. He started and he's suing and crying wolf, and anything he's been dropping is not hitting. Yo, I agree with you. He got sued. He got cooked. He got out strategized. Now he want to sue. He looking stupid. The motherfucker could still write and make hits. So I don't care. Yo, I'm gonna let y'all know something, bro. I live like the reality that y'all be like not wanting to live. When a nigga is fire, y'all be cool with shit. Yo, Marloon, you're dying. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to dip off. Because I got a mean ass headache and this shit is fucking getting serious.
Yeah, you gotta get that shit checked more.
Yeah, I gotta do this.
If I'm you, I would do the whole body scan, just in case.
Let me see the shit.
Before we go though, I will say this. There's only one artist I think that could possibly have competed with Drake's pen if he played it all differently. Tory Lanez.
Tory
Lanez's ability to transcend
he
genres,
was aiming to be the next Drake. Every time he called him out, he was like, "I'm Drake. I'm better than Drake." Or
that's where he fucked up.
they had like a beef, and they squashed it, and they had a beef again. But now they're cool.
You know it, Vic.
Tory Lanez is talented. No, yeah.
That ability to transcend them genres is scary. I'd be like, wow, you really had it.
Yeah, when you teeter the line of like hip hop and rap and R&B, a bit of everything, it gets tough. Next topic. And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition podcast, Cap. If you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.